Boom! At the open, all-time high for the S&P 500.
It's your boy Jimmy. Jimmy.
Now what's worth doing is worth doing for money.
Straight from y'all street to Wall Street.
Anybody tells you money's the root of all evil, doesn't make up happen.
Dudes wake up, hope their girl turned on so they can get a little bit. Only woman in the morning, I wanna turn on this. Deck it quick. While the average man looking at this sad like she fine as it. I'm over here looking at tails and whips like, yeah, 5-6. I left the mayhem for the market. Now I don't want a dope spot, I want a stock pick. I know that booty got dropped, triggered my stop losses, but I ain't got time for your wop. My V-wops crossing. Rich with hot V's and pushing hot keys. Strategy and plans to make grand. Still in my wife beater. Batman pajamas, house slides, and about 5 hot picks for the day. Cause I like the way the Dow bounces. 4 hot dips on call, so I got options. 2 with a lot of volume, 1 with a double bottle. Now I know dumb money don't understand. Am I talking about my trade or just thinking with my MACD? You see, we different in the way we move. You move with kittens and your dog, I move with bears and bulls. I got a green thumb, roll with the marijuana. Waking up with the fun, some commas. Jump out of bed, big profits. Eat my bacon and eggs, big profits. Light up, watching them candles, profits. While I'm still in my sand, making profits. They used to watch me move them packs and now I watch moves in the NASDAQ. Profits. Used to run from the ATF and them cops. Now I run down ETL, make profits. I jump out of bed, make profits. Eat my bacon and eggs, make profits. Light up, watching them candles, profits. While I'm still in my sand, making profits. Yeah. See, me and Jim Cramer been talking mad money. Said today I'm taking a risk. They got the feds coming, but I got support here with me. I call a short squeeze. You get the drop, pull the trigger, and abort these. If she stay on my watch list, I might have to wife her. But I know better. I'm a true trading group lifer. Call up the Wolf of Weed Street. It's time to flip some profits. Go ahead, be hawking. Get your spot here. I'll double top that in the head and shoulders. Hit him up with this resistance. Watch him roll over. Cause I see John Wicks in contract. If I say I make $1 million a day, well, that's a large cap. You moving average, that's why you get crossed. Get split, get delisted, and knocked off. And I'm setting the whole block off. I'm buying GameStop and selling them roadblocks off. Jump out of bed, make profits. Eat eat my bacon and eggs. Make profits. Light up, watching them gain make profits. While I'm still in my same making profits. They used to watch me move them packs. Now I watch moves in the NASDAQ. Used to run from the ATF and them cops. Now I run down ETF. Hey, my family. Hey, go, what we doing, my man? Hey, make profits. Hey, Shug, Mike, what we doing? Hey, make profits. Yo, Wolf, Professor, what we doing? Hey, make profits.
That TTG money gang,
making profits.
We some snipers.
Hey, yo, what's up, everybody? What's going on, folks? Good evening. Welcome to the True Trading Group live stream. Guys, tomorrow is the day. Tomorrow is the day that everybody's been waiting for. You had a couple of pieces of data come out today, PPI data, Fed minutes. Nothing really new there, no real surprises, nothing to really shock anybody. But tomorrow is going to be when things could really start to get crazy. Tomorrow, you're going to get CPI data, which is the inflation number that most people are going to be really focusing on for tomorrow. And then you also have initial jobless claims and continuing jobless claims. And those two pieces of data, inflation, jobs market, inflation, jobs market, those are the two single biggest pieces of economic data that the Federal Reserve cares about. Those two single pieces of economic data, inflation, jobs market, are the pieces that can really get this markets really moving today. We have a lot to talk about here, guys. It's going to be a big day tomorrow. There's a lot of prep that we have to do. There's game plans that we have to talk about on how we are going to make money from the data points that are coming out here tomorrow. We've got to go over those game plans here today. And that's exactly, I'm going to tell you guys exactly how I plan on making money tomorrow and exactly what I think is going to take place and how me and myself, my members, my True Trading Group, all my TTG mods, how we're going to jump all over this opportunity for tomorrow. Welcome to the True Trading Group live stream, guys. My name is Michael Edward, former award-winning hedge fund trader, now the current head trader of True Trading Group. Been doing this now, guys, for over about 16 years now. Began my career working at a fund in New York City, my first job out of college. Then 2008 happened, and that was the Great Recession. You guys all know what happened there. The stock market crashed. That was also the same year that I received one of the firm's Trader of the Year awards. I'm now the head trader of True Trading Group, and along with my team of 9 other professional trading mods and over 20-person staff, we've helped thousands of traders from all over the world, from all walks of life, to learn, trade, and profit consistently. TTG is now the fastest growing and highest rated premium online trading educational platform that combines university level of trading and investing courses, premium stock market tools, workshops, and mentorship for stocks, options, crypto, futures, but also for all styles of trading, day trading, swing trading, and yes, also long-term investing. See, at TTG, we take that university level curriculum. We combine it with today's top trading and investing tools that are worth well over $5,000 a year on their own if you went to these companies' websites and paid for these products yourselves. You don't have to. We've built relationships with these companies for years to put their products on our platform so you guys don't have to pay anything extra for them when you join the TTG platform. It's all part of your membership. We also give you access to 10,000 of the TTG family members, 10,000 of the most educated, supportive, helpful, and successful traders that you're ever going to find. We also give you access to, of course, all of the real-time trade alerts from myself, the 9 other professional trading mods that are part of the TTG family that I've been able to maintain a cumulative win rate of just around 80% for going on the last now 2 years. We are a family at TTG. We leave no traders behind. So if you are new to this YouTube channel, if you're new to this stream, make sure you subscribe. Make sure you smash that like button. Make sure you guys turn on your notifications. I do this live stream 6 days a week. Make sure we reach out, educate, and empower as many retail traders as we possibly can. For those of you that are just joining us for the very first time, I want to welcome you all. This is it. This is the moment that we've all been waiting for. These are the pieces of data that can dictate what the Federal Reserve is going to do for the rest of the year. These pieces of data are the pieces of data that can determine whether or not the trapdoor opens up and the rug gets pulled out from underneath this market, or if that sentiment starts to shift and you have a nice little bear market rally back here to the upside. Okay? That's what we're going to have to really be focusing on. Will the stock market crash or rally tomorrow? Well, we're going to find out live. We're going to do it right now. We want you guys to listen up here carefully because I don't want you guys to really get lulled to sleep. Today was a very, 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 very choppy day in the overall markets as you got a couple of less important pieces of data that came out today that really didn't have anything major in them that was going to be a major complete game changer. The PPI numbers came in slightly higher. Some pieces of PPI were within expectations. Some were slightly higher. You got from the Fed minutes that were today, nothing really new from the Fed minutes. They basically reiterated everything that the Fed's been saying now for the last several weeks. So there really wasn't anything new there. And the markets were very, very choppy as nobody was willing to take a stance on what this market's going to do ahead of the most important day of economic data that I think I've seen in years, to have inflation data and jobs data in the same day coming out at the same moment. And everybody wants to know, will the stock market crash or will it rally after this data comes out tomorrow at 8:30? We're going to game plan. We're going to talk about that. We're going to answer those questions for you guys here now live. All right. I have a quick comment here. I tried for a long time, but I suck at trading, so I'm just waiting for the bottom to buy in for long term. You know, Jen, I got to ask you that question. So you're waiting. You said you're waiting for the bottom. You're waiting for the bottom. What is the bottom, Jen? And how are you going to know that that is the bottom when it occurs? Do you know where the bottom is? You said that you're waiting for the bottom. Where is the bottom? And that is the one thing that I really want to, talk about with people. And I actually just did a whole workshop today, did a whole trader psychology workshop today with members of True Trading Group to kind of put a lot of things into perspective. And, when you say, oh, I'm waiting for the bottom, well, is the bottom 357? Is the bottom 340? Is the bottom 320? Is the bottom 300? Is the bottom 290? Where is the bottom? And when the bottom is actually in, how are you going to know that it's actually the bottom? Let's say the bottom ends up being 340. But at the moment that it gets to 340, you're not going to think that that's the bottom, because it's going to feel like the market's going to go a lot lower. Then the market's going to bounce back to 350. Then it'll bounce back to 360. And then you're still not going to know that 340 is the bottom. You're going to think that the bottom's going to be somewhere around 300 or 320. What happens if you never get there? Then all of a sudden you're going to blink one day. You're going to open your eyes. You're going to look at the TV, and the SPY is going to be back to 400 or 410 months after the fact. And then you're going to have missed your entire opportunity to invest anything in the long-term portfolio. I'm going to have a pep talk with a lot of people here today. I had a big conversation with members inside of the TTG platform earlier today. We kind of talked about putting things into perspective. We've talked about, and we compared a lot of different stock market crashes throughout history. We obviously took a look at, 2008. We took a look at the early 2000s. You took a look at what happened in the 80s. You took a look at 2020. There's a lot of different instances throughout history that we can really look back and we can point to really help put things into perspective for you. And we're going to do that a little bit here today on this live stream. I'm going to give you guys kind of a little bit of a pep talk to kind of get yourselves ready for the day, for tomorrow, and kind of put things into perspective and make sure that you're in the right mindset for what I think could be the most important day of the entire year. Could end up being tomorrow, depending on what this data comes out. It has that type of potential for those catalysts to either rug pull this market and finally give you a spike in the VIX that takes you to 40, drop this market down to around 340 on the SPY, and shoot the VIX up to around 40, and finally give you that capitulation selling and give you that capitulation low. Or it can completely change sentiment, because the markets have actually absorbed a hell of a lot of negative data these last 2 weeks and have not broken lows. You've got to realize that the SPY and the S&P has been sitting at 3,600 now for over 2 weeks and cannot break 3,600. We just get down to, we're at 360 on the SPY. We get down to 358. We bounce back to 363. Then we get back down to 357. We bounce back to 361. Then we go back down to 357. We go back up to 362. We have just been sitting in this $3,600 level while an obnoxious amount of negative news has just come flying into this market. You've got to look at what this market has dealt with over the last couple of weeks. Look at all the pieces of negative news that this market has dealt with. You've dealt with the Bank of England saying that we're going to stop our quantitative easing sooner than we anticipate, 3 days from yesterday. They said they were going to stop it 3 days from yesterday, when the pension funds in England were asking for a month or a month and a half. You had the risk of, nuclear action between Russia and Ukraine. You've got PPI data that came in higher than expected, so there was no relief there. You got the Fed minutes that came out today. There was no relief there. The Fed actually stated in their meeting that the risk of not tightening enough is greater than the risk of tightening too far. These are none of these things are anything that the markets actually want to hear. And in the middle of all that, you got a warning from AMD about guidance. You got a warning from AMAT on guidance. You got warnings from FedEx on guidance. You got warnings from Nike on guidance. You got warnings from a lot of these different companies on guidance. There has not been one single piece of positive news for the last 2 weeks. But yet still, over the last 2 weeks, this market has not broken this $3,600 level. We have literally just been sitting on top of this level now for 2 weeks. Now, when I look at something like that, I really think to myself, and I actually kind of get a little bit impressed with how the market's been able to hold this level for the last 2 weeks while all of this negative information is coming out. You guys have to realize how easy it would have been for the market to have gapped down today after the news from the Bank of England yesterday. You had the markets just completely fall apart yesterday afternoon, okay, from the Bank of England. All right. Bank of England markets were looking okay yesterday. We were bouncing back. And the Bank of England came out with that, hey, you know what? We're going to stop buying bonds within 3 days. And the markets dropped right back down to the low of the day. Right back down to the low of the day, right back down to the low on the year. You know how easy it would have been for us to have been gapping down underneath that level following that news from the Bank of England today? But that's not what happened. The markets actually gapped up. We were up a couple hundred points before the PPI data came out this morning. PPI data came out. What happened? Was higher than expected. That took the markets to the downside. But it took the market to the downside. But guess what? We still never broke that $3,600 level. We just traded sideways. Then your Fed minutes came out at 2 o'clock. The Fed minutes came out at 2 o'clock. Nothing positive in the Fed minutes. And we still have not broken below this level. We are still just sitting above it. That is a resilient market to just be absorbing negative headline after negative headline after negative headline for now 2 weeks. If you get just one piece of positive data, which has not been able to materialize just yet, you haven't had it. Now, one positive thing has come out in 2 weeks, but if you get one piece of positive news, maybe that comes in the form of a CPI print tomorrow. Not the likely scenario, but is it possible? Sure, it's possible. The expectations are 8.1 on the CPI headline number. Is it possible that that number comes in at 7.9 or 7.8? Sure, it's possible. Is it the likely scenario? Probably not. But is it possible? Sure. You got the jobs data that comes out tomorrow as well. Initial jobless claims and continuing jobless claims. Remember, the market wants to see those numbers begin to tick higher because that would show you that the labor market is softening. The Fed wants the labor market to soften. And right now, it's still as tight can possibly be. So if you have something tomorrow where, let's say, that 8.1 CPI number, let's say it comes in at 7.9. And let's say on the initial jobless claims, the number is 20 or 25,000 higher than the expectation. Let's say the continuing jobless claims is maybe 50,000 higher than the expectation. If you get that combination of data tomorrow, I'm telling you guys this now, if you get that combination of data tomorrow, and it's a big if, I don't know what these numbers are going to come in at. Nobody knows what these numbers are going to come in at. So don't anybody sit here as a complete total amateur and try to predict like you have any idea what these numbers are going to come out as. The best analysts on Wall Street, Goldman Sachs, Citigroup, JP Morgan, all of your different hedge funds and your equity firms and your research firms, people that have been doing this for decades that get paid a handsome amount of chunk of change in order to do this, have not been able to get any of these numbers correct. Every single CPI expectation has missed. They missed to the downside. They missed to the upside. Not one of these CPI numbers has come in at analyst expectations. So stop pretending like you know what that number is going to be. It could tomorrow, the expectation is 8.1. It could be 8.2. It could be 8.3. It could be 8.1. It could be 8.0. It could be 7.9. It could be 7.8. We have no idea what that number is going to be. Rather than me sit here and try to feed you a complete coin flip, because I don't believe in coin flips. The way that we make money in True Trading Group is by identifying high probability setups in this market. And I'm going to teach you guys how to identify high probability setups in this market, which is why members of True Trading Group have been able to make money. And a lot of them are having milestone banner years this year, even though you're in the face of this gigantic bear market. But people are making money in this environment. I'm using a lot of the same techniques that I used back in 2008 when the stock market was crashing that allowed me to win one of the Trader of the Year awards. I'm using a lot of those same techniques. I'm teaching them to teach you members, and they are benefiting in a bear market, the worst bear market that most of you have ever seen. If you just got involved in the markets over the last couple of years, you've never seen a market like this. All you've seen is stocks that go up. Well, this is not my first bear market, my friends. I learned in 2008. Okay, I feel at home in this environment, and we're using a lot of these same strategies, and members are making money from it. Members are making, guys here, members, are you making money this week? This has been one of the craziest weeks so far. Are you guys making money this week? If you're a member of True Trading Group and you're making money this week, I want you guys to sound off. I want you guys to type the $sign in chat right now if you're making money here this week. If you're making money this week, I want you to type the $sign in chat right now. The market's sitting literally at fresh lows of the year. All right, we're down 25% on the S&P. Looks like there's more room to the downside, but is that going to happen tomorrow? Or are we going to get a little bit of a bounce back? We're going to talk about that a little bit more on this live. But I want to know, members into your trading group, just type the $ if you guys are making money this week, right? If you're not a member, just pay attention to the comments of people that are coming through chat right now. These aren't bots. These are real people, folks. Okay, these are real people into your trading group that are showing you and telling you that they're making money in this environment. It's not, they don't have a secret. You know, a lot of people, you might think like, oh, how could it be? How could these people be making money? They must have more money than you. They must have more time to spend on this than you. They must be able to sit in front of the computer all day long. They must have more experience than you. That's if that's how you feel, you're completely wrong. That's not the case. We have 10,000 members in your trading group. Most of them have full-time jobs. Most of them did not have a lot of experience when they joined. Most of them started with small accounts, but yet now here they are telling you they're actually making money in the most volatile market in history. Do you guys know that? Do you guys know that this is the most volatile market in history? Volatility equals opportunity. For those that do not know that, why? Volatility, all volatility means is stocks make larger moves in one given day than they normally do. That's what volatility is. And that volatility, those larger moves, that creates a tremendous amount of opportunity for traders like you and I. Traders that I'll be long one day and then I can be short the next, right? I could be long for 2 hours and I could be short for the next 3 hours. We have the ability to day trade. We have the ability to swing trade and not be managing billions of dollars that you can't just be long one day and short the next, or long 1 week and short the next. These large funds can't do that, and they're getting ripped up in this environment and in this year. But members of True Trading Group and active traders, this is a trader's dream. This is the best environment that I've ever seen in my life. It's literally the most volatile environment you've ever had, because, fun fact about 2022, there have been more greater than 2% moves in the S&P in 2022 than there have been in history, in any year throughout history. And it's only October. You still have 2.5 months left to go. And I assure you, you're going to have more 2% or greater moves. That's either to the upside or the downside. You've already had like over 20 days where I think it's like 22 or 23 days where the S&P was either up or down more than 2%. That's not normal. It's the most volatile, opportunistic filled market I've ever seen in my entire life. Tim Seymour, contributor from CNBC, was a guest on our live stream several times. Good friend of True Trading Groups. We love Tim Seymour. You know, Steve Leisman, another contributor on CNBC, has been a guest on these live streams many times. And they say the same exact thing when I bring them on here. These are professionals that are on CNBC telling you that this is a trader's dream. You guys would be silly to be sitting on the sidelines during this environment. But instead, people sit there, they see the markets going down, read about all these fear headlines in the markets, oh, the world is going to end, this is going to happen, what if this happens, what if this happens, what if this happens, the market's going to go down 80%, right? And people get scared. And they sit back and they become a victim. They become a prisoner of their long-term portfolio. They sit there day after day. They watch the balance of their 401k decrease, and they get very nervous. They get very scared. I understand it's scary. I understand it's emotional. I understand nobody wants to watch the money that you've worked so damn hard for your entire life start to be taken away from you. I understand that feeling. But what are you going to do about it? Because a lot of these things are out of your control. You can't control what inflation is going to do. You can't control what the Federal Reserve is going to do. You can't control what the Bank of England is going to do. You can't control what Vladimir Putin is going to do. You can't control if China is going to invade Taiwan. All you can control is how you're going to position yourself to understand how each and every single one of these events can create an opportunity for you as a trader to make money. It doesn't matter whether the market's going to the upside or if the markets are going to the downside. To be completely frank and completely honest with you, I really don't care what the CPI number is tomorrow, because if it's 8.3, I have a very specific game plan. I know exactly what this market's going to do, and I'm going to tell you exactly what the market's going to do if that is the case, and how I plan on making money from it. And myself and the TTG members, we're going to be all over that trade. But then I also have a very clear game plan on exactly what I'm going to do and exactly what the market's going to do if that number comes in at 7.8. I know exactly what the market's going to do if that's the case, and I'm going to tell you exactly how I plan on making money from it. That's why it doesn't matter whether the markets are up or down. As long as the stock market's open, we've got a job to do. And we've been doing it damn well all year, and we are going to continue to do it damn well for the rest of this year and into 2023 for as long as this volatility is going to last. But this is unprecedented times. This is the most volatility that I've ever seen in my entire life. It's not going to be here forever. This is not normal. It's not going to be here forever. This is not easy or effortless either, but it's also not rocket science. You can do this and you can be successful at it. But how do I know that you can do that? How do I know that you can be successful in this environment when I literally know nothing about you and I know nothing about your life or your financial situations? How do I know that you can do this? You probably think like, oh, it's got to be this is probably a stupid little sales tactic or something, trying to get me to sign up for this guy's membership so he can make money, because surely nobody can be making money in this environment. You're completely and totally and utterly wrong. You saw, I just asked people, hey, you guys making money this week? They all said yes. But forget about this week. What about the entire year? The whole year, the stock market is down tremendously. Members of True Trading Group, I would like to know one other question. Type the $ for me again. If you are making money and becoming better traders this year because of the TTG platform, go ahead and type the $sign real quick. I'm talking about this year, the whole year. Anybody can get lucky for 1 week, right? We had a massive 120% gain on an option trade yesterday on Uber, right? Anybody can just get lucky with 1 day or 2 days or 1 week. But what about the scope of the entire year? I want you to type the $ right now if you're making money this year, while everybody else that's watching the markets, seeing their 401ks go down. I want to know how you guys are doing. Anyone that's on this live stream, if you're not a member, my advice to you is just to pay attention to how many people are typing the $ as we roll through and you see how many people that are commenting. My question was very, very direct. Are you making money and becoming better traders this year? The answer is yes. But how could it be? The simplest answer is usually the correct one. What if I was to tell you that the reason why these people are able to be successful is for 2 reasons? Reason number 1, they joined True Trading Group. Reason number 2, they've utilized what True Trading Group's platform offers. They put in an effort around their budget, around their own schedule. And as a result of doing that, you're getting the answers that you saw when I just asked. Maybe it really honestly is that simple. But most people are jaded, and I understand that. Most people have been scammed by some other group. They were taken advantage of, right? They took advantage of your need or your want to improve your financial well-being for you and your family. A lot of people have paid for another program just to lose money, be lied to, be scammed, and never receive any value whatsoever. I know that this exists. I know that it happens to people daily, to people just like you. I understand. That's the whole entire reason why the TTG platform was created. So we can actually level the playing field and give retail traders and investors a fair shot by giving them access to the education that I received working on Wall Street and give you access to tools that other traders use to make better decisions without you having to pay $5,000, $6,000 to get access to this stuff. That's ridiculous. The average person doesn't have that kind of money just to throw around. Yeah, sure. The trader at Goldman Sachs or Citigroup, yeah, $6,000, $7,000 might not be a lot of money to them, but it's a lot of money to you. It's a lot of money to most people. And that barrier to entry forces people to get their education from none other than Reddit, Twitter, and oftentimes 99% of the times that information is completely inaccurate, is completely incorrect, will feed on your emotions and cause you to make wrong decisions. And when you make wrong decisions in environments like this, you pay for it for years. For years you pay for it. Because it's environments like this. You ask any wealthy person. I'm not talking about someone that's worth $1 million or $500K. Go ask any wealthy person. I'm talking 50 million, 100 million, billionaires. Go ask them when they were, where did they find the most opportunities throughout their life that helped them build the wealth that they have created for themselves today? And I guarantee you the majority of them are going to tell you 2020, 2018, 2008, 2002, because those are the years when valuable assets and securities were depreciated in value so much to a point where they were at Black Friday discount prices. And the people that had the wherewithal, the knowledge, and the intellect to say, you know what, this is actually an opportunity. I'm going to buy these assets because I know and I'm confident that years from now, they are going to be worth substantially more than they are worth here today. And I can guarantee you, you ask those same people, fast forward 2 to 3 years from now, you go and you ask those same exact people that exact same question, and they're going to add one more year to that list. And it's going to be 2022. Kurt Mariano, if I sign up now, I will have under 1K. There's no way to make money with less than 1K. Kurt Mariano, that's completely inaccurate, brother. That's a complete misunderstanding and misconception when it comes to trading. You don't need tens of thousands of dollars to get started. You really don't. It's not true. There's a lot of members in your trading group that after they joined had less than $1,000 in their account. They're making money now. I'll prove it to you. I will ask them to actually answer the question for you, Kurt, instead of me saying it. It's easy for me to say it, right? I don't have an account with less than $1,000 in it, so it's easy for me to say that. But let me ask members of TTG. I would like for you to help out Kurt. Members of True Trading Group. If after you paid for our membership, you were left with less than $1,000 in your trading account, but now here today you're making money, I would like for you to sound off right now in chat. Tell me what you started with. Just tell me what you started with. If you started, just type literally, what did you start with? Just tell me, just type right away. What did you start with? Now, Kurt, my advice, pay attention to some of the comments that you guys are going to see. Okay. Pay attention. 500, 600, 100. Kurt, I started with $850. I'm now at 12,500. I built my account off of $200, $1,000, $1,000, $500, $300, $350. $1,000 is a great start, says Kenneth. $700, $2,000, $600, $500, and now 4 times that, $300. I started with $1,000. My account's now at $14,550. I started with $500 10 days ago. 10 days ago, they're now at $1,700. Gabe started with just a couple $100. Now he's got a couple grand. The point is, I don't need to keep reading all of these comments, Kurt, and anybody else that has a similar question. It's a very big misconception. I understand why you think that you can't make any money unless you have tens of thousands to start with. But these members that you're seeing comment right now, these are your peers. They're no different from you. They've got the exact same hurdles and excuses that you had and that you face here today. And just in case you're next out, maybe, and I'll actually get another misconception out of the way since we're talking about misconceptions, just in case your next doubt is, oh, well, I have a full-time job, so this isn't for me. Well, that's another big misconception. And let me address that one for you since we're talking about misconceptions. Most of our members have full-time jobs and they're able to still benefit because we have a mobile app that sends you real-time alerts whenever moderators enter and exit trades. It lets you be connected to chat. You can listen to the audio because the mods and I talk to you during the day on the mic. You can watch and look at our screen share because we share our screens with you during the day. Okay. And we also swing trade and we day trade. We do both inside a True Trading Group. Members, I'm going to prove that point to you again. Again, it's easy for me to say because I literally do sit in front of my computer all day long. But let me ask members themselves. Members of True Trading Group, my next question to you is this. And then and Kurt, I hope this answers all of your questions, and then I'll keep moving on. I want a lot of educational stuff I want to get into here tonight. I don't want to spend too much time on this, but I do want to make sure that everybody watching this understands these points because it's important. Because these are the things and these are the misunderstandings that can cause you to miss out on potentially life-changing opportunities in the stock market. And that's exactly what you guys are facing here. If you're a member of True Trading Group and you have a full-time job, but you are still making money because of the TTG platform, do me a favor, type the number 1, tell me what you do for a living. Kurt, I'm not sure what you do for a living, but just read some of the comments and see if maybe you see the same profession that you have. Anybody that's on the live, maybe you feel the same way. Read the comments, see if you see someone that maybe has the same profession as you have. I'll read just a couple of them out loud. A delivery truck driver. I caught the Roblox trade today while I was in traffic. Monster trade today on Roblox, guys. Some members were able to rip out a triple-digit gain on call options today on Roblox. Great job there. Okay, let's look at this. Radio installer, film business, corporate finance leader, a physicist, software developer. I cut down trees. I could have used you. I just literally cut down some dead tree in my backyard today. Let's see, paramedic, farmer, manufacturing, internal auditor, doctor, education advisor, a plumber, dry contractor, engineer, finance manager, IT, neurosurgery, school janitor, IT analyst, full-time IT project manager, multimedia, HVAC contractor, a crop duster, a nurse, software tech, accountant. I don't need to keep reading these. Right. Oh, we got a comment on screen. I lost my job in late August and got into TTG because I need to make money and I don't to work for a boss anymore except me. That is incredible. That is the kind of stuff that I'm talking about. That's the kind of stuff that I want to hear. Full-time day trader. I love that. Yeah, listen, just like you saw, we have a lot of members that work full-time jobs. We have a lot of members that have become full-time traders as well. You know what? Since we're on the topic, guys, type the number 2 if you guys are full-time day traders or full-time. If you're just a full-time trader now because of TTG, just type the number 2. Type the number 2 if you guys have become full-time traders now. I would like to see how many people were able to become a full-time trader, tell their boss to go F themselves. Type the number 2 if you guys are full-time traders. Like I said, guys, it's amazing what the right platform, the right community, the right education, the right tools. It's amazing what that can do for your success. It's incredible. I mean, look how many people that are typing the number 2 in chat. These are members of TTG that are now full-time traders and now trade for a living. A lot of them probably never thought that they would be able to achieve that goal. But yet, here they are. TTG exists to empower those that seek to empower themselves by giving them the tools, the resources, the education, the community that is needed to learn to trade and profit consistently. Myself and Adam, who's my business partner and co-founder of TTG, he gave a phenomenal live stream just a couple of days ago. You guys, if you guys missed it on Friday, I suggest you guys just go and check it out. But we've dedicated our entire lives to helping empower others and give them the resources, the tools, the education, and community that is needed to empower themselves. The fact is, if we can make money as a business, great. And the fact is, many of our members are able to make money and improve as traders and investors. That's nothing short of absolutely incredible. And I can't think of anything else that I'd rather be doing. Oh, we've got a new member here, Craig. Okay, Craig. We got to welcome Craig. Craig is actually the newest member of the TTG family. We just got a new member. I like it, Craig. I like your style. I didn't even mention the membership yet. And Craig just jumped on it. Welcome, Craig. Welcome to the family, guys. Everybody, welcome Craig. He's the newest member of the group, right? You're the newest member of our group, guys. Welcome your new family member, Craig. So let me actually let me talk to you guys about this for a little bit. Let me talk about this for a minute here. Let me talk about this membership since Craig just grabbed one. What we're gonna be doing here, we were not able to get any more laptops here for this evening, but I'm gonna step out. I'm gonna buy myself personally. I'm gonna buy. I guess I would have said 15. Craig grabbed one. I'll make it now 14. I'm not just going to do it endlessly for amount of everyone that joins here tonight, but I'll put a limit on it there of 15. So now 14. We're not able to get any more laptops from our wholesaler, but I'll step out because I think tomorrow is going to be a big day. I think tomorrow is going to be a day where, it's make or break for this market. The buyers have drawn a line in the sand at 3,600. And depending on what happens tomorrow, could either empower those longs and those bulls that are at 3,600, or it can make them finally wave the white flag, and then the trapdoor can kind of open up. I've decided to leave the price of the membership. We've been offering a 50% discount going into this inflation data that we've had. The price was supposed to go up last night into today. Today was a very choppy day in the markets. There was no surprise in PPI data. There was no surprise in the Fed minutes. But tomorrow is the day that I think all of that changes. Tomorrow's the day that the CPI number and the jobs data is going to really give this market direction for the next couple of days. And I don't want anybody to give themselves or make an excuse for themselves on why they're not going to be participating and why they're not going to be finding ways to take advantage and make money in this environment. So I'm going to step out and I'm going to say, I will personally purchase at retail price. It's different when we get them here from wholesalers because we get bulk discounts and we pay a lot cheaper prices than if you were to go to like Best Buy. But what we're going to do here for tonight, we're going to leave that 50% discount in play for one more night before you get that CPI and jobs print tomorrow at 8:30 a.m. This can't be real. Yes, Teresa, I assure you it is very, very real. Okay, everything I'm telling you is real. You're seeing all these members that are commenting in chat when I'm asking questions. It is extremely real. Okay, that's why I'm asking questions from members so that they can actually comment and respond to questions that members have. Yes, this is very real. I actually am giving out a laptop. Guys, yes or no? Do we actually give out free laptops? Tell Teresa, yes or no. Do we actually give out free laptops? If you guys, my members are True Trading, you can just literally just type yes or no. But here's the deal. Anyone that goes to, well, not anyone, the next 14 people, Craig just grabbed one. The next 14 people that go to ttgoffer.com, if you type in the coupon code TTG121, press apply code, the price is going to flash green. It'll then drop to $1,100. If you see a laptop inside of your checkout cart, all right, if you see a laptop inside of your checkout cart, that's how you know that you're going to be getting one. You don't have to enter your address to get the free laptop. You'll get a welcome email after you join with instructions on how to claim that free laptop. This is going to be the last time.
I'm so sorry to interrupt. Vanessa London just signed up for a trial. When you sign up for the trial, you pay $1,420 instead of $1,100. Vanessa London just paid the $1,420, but she just signed up for the trial membership 3 minutes ago. So, Vanessa, I am going to refund you the difference between the, what is that? It's really late. It's $320.
Yeah.
So, Vanessa, I will refund you the difference of $320 tomorrow morning. Okay. You just signed up for the trial and then you immediately signed up. So I'm not going to, you don't have to, I just want to let you know, you don't have to do that. So that's all.
What a guy. What a guy. What a guy. I love it. Well, there you have it. Vanessa, you said her name was Adam? Vanessa. So you overpaid by $320. So we'll refund you that. We are open book here, full integrity. All right. Full integrity here at True Trading Group. So we'll refund you that difference. Okay. We'll refund you that difference. That's Vanessa. But back to what I was talking about the membership guys. Listen, to get the free laptop, you don't have to enter your address. Like I said, you'll get a welcome email with instructions how to claim that free laptop. And welcome Vanessa. I didn't even welcome Vanessa. Guys, you got to welcome Vanessa. She's the newest member of the group now. So Craig and Vanessa, which means now we're down to just 13 laptops though. So remember, as long as you see a laptop in the checkout cart, that's how you know you're getting one. You just have to enter the coupon code TTG121, click apply code, price drops to $1,100. You guys can check out and you're good to go. There's no upsells for courses or tools in True Trading Group. Okay, it's an all-inclusive membership. You pay one price for the year. You immediately get access to all of our courses and tools. We're like the Netflix of trading communities. Pay the one price, you get access to everything we have. It's $5,000 worth of trading and investing tools from companies like Benzinga, Trade Ideas, TradingView, Quote Media. You get full access to their tools. These aren't trials of their tools. These are the full tools from these companies at no additional cost when you join True Trading Group. That's the value of this platform. Even if you thought myself and the 9 other professional trading mods and TG, even if you thought we all sucked and you didn't follow a single one of our trades, you're going to get about $5,000 worth of tools from some of the top trading and investing companies in the business without having to pay $1 for them. But if you went to those companies directly, it's going to cost you around $5,000. You're also going to get access to the real-time trade alerts from myself and the 9 other professional traders. Remember, we've been able to maintain cumulatively, amongst all of us, just around an 80% win rate for now going on the last 2 years. You get access to the best damn community of traders, about 10,000 of the teaching members that genuinely give a damn whether you succeed or fail. I'm going to be there with you to help you all along the way. And of course, the double our money back guarantee. Double your money back guarantee. It's very real. I don't think you're going to need it, but it's there for peace of mind. It's very simple. You got 12 months. Go through our courses, pass our quizzes, attend a study group. If you do not make your membership fee of $1,100 back at least once during that your membership, we're going to give you $2,200. That's a 100% return on your investment if this completely fails and you can't even make your membership fee back one time during your membership. That is the deal when you join True Trading Group. I have no problem offering you that. I don't think you need it because we've only had to give it to 2.6% of our users since 2016. We also have a retention rate of 78%. 78% of people renew their membership at True Trading Group. We're 5-star rated on Trustpilot, over 1,750 reviews, going on now nearly almost 1,800 reviews. Based on what members tell us, the reviews they leave, the things they tell us, that retention rate, that refund rate, I can confidently sit here and say that it's worked. For TTG has worked and helped thousands of people. And if you put forth a little effort, I think it can work for you as well. Guys, listen to me carefully. This price is not going to be cheaper on Black Friday, Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year's. We did this 50% sale going into these economic data points because I think the market is at a make or break moment. I really, truly do. I really think that the market is one data point away from an either 20-point rally or just a complete rug pull and just a day where the VIX spikes to 40 and the bulls just finally wave their hands in the air, wave the white flag, and they give up and they just kind of walk away and the markets take their next leg to the downside. You're one data point away from that. And I think that data point is going to come in the form of either the CPI print tomorrow at 8:30 in the morning or the jobs number at 8:30 in the morning. That is what I'm looking for here tomorrow. And you guys can buy with confidence. Even if the membership is ever cheaper than what you guys pay today, we'll even refund you the difference. Okay. All right, guys. So there you have it. I want you guys to think about how cheap this actually is, that $1,100 price point, because we're going to walk that price back up to $1,250 and then eventually back to the $2,212. That's $91.66 a month. It's $19.23 a week. It's $3.01 a day. The average person spends over $2,000 a year at Starbucks. You guys can get access to this entire platform, including the over $5,000 worth of premium tools for the $1,100. And the next 13 people to do so, I'll give you guys a free laptop. You got the double your money back guarantee. You just have to go to ttgoffer.com, enter the coupon code TTG121, click apply code, price will drop to $1,100. You see a laptop in your checkout cart. That's how you know you're getting one. You don't have to enter your address or get a welcome email with instructions on how to claim your laptop. We ship anywhere in the world. We even cover the shipping cost. Okay. Literally, it doesn't matter where you live on planet Earth. We're going to get you guys that brand new free laptop. If you have any questions about this membership, send a text message to 786-505-4049. Again, that phone number is 786-505-4049. All right. That phone number is right there at the bottom of your screen. If you guys have any questions, don't hesitate. Just send a text message to that number right now. We got to welcome Marty Bird. Marty, welcome. Welcome to the family. There are now just 12 of those laptops remaining. So everybody welcome Marty. Marty's the newest member of the group. You guys can, again, just go to ttgoffer.com. As long as you see a laptop, that's how you know you're getting one. I'll buy 12 for the next 12 people. Okay. So Marty, welcome to the family. All right. ttgoffer.com, TTG121 coupon code. All right. Everybody welcome Marty. And like I said, guys, don't hesitate. If you have any questions about this membership at all, you send it. Don't call that phone number. It's a text message only number, but send us a text message right now if you guys have any questions whatsoever. All right. So welcome Marty. All right, guys. Oh, nice. Emil Marte. Emil Marte just joined last night. You guys remember Emil just joined last night. And I don't know if it's Emil or Emil. Adam and I had an argument about this. I think it's Emil. Adam thinks it's Emil. We don't know. Either way, comment. I just joined last night. This is true. Go back and watch the live stream. You saw that he just joined last night. It was an amazing energy. I was on my phone trading today from your push notifications. Glad that I joined. Comment on chat. Did Leo Ortega really join? Yes, Leo Ortega did really join. Okay, trader. Yes, Leo Ortega did really join. Yes, they did. Yes, they did. All right. All right, guys. Excellent, awesome, beautiful, perfect. All right. Let's talk about what I think we're going to have happen here next. All right. Let's start talking about the markets now. I want to start to go over what the expectations are for CPI. I want to give you guys kind of my game plan because this is all going to be about preparation. We have to prepare about what this number is going to be. And I've been telling people rather than try to predict what this number is going to be, prepare for it, react to it, what's the number, and then understand what the market's going to do. Once that number comes out, I got a very clear and specific game plan on what I plan on doing. Ganesh just joined. Ganesh, welcome to the family. There's 11 now of those laptops remaining. So Ganesh, welcome, guys. Again, ttgoffer.com, TTG121 coupon code. Everybody welcome Ganesh. Ganesh, welcome to the family. All right, guys. So like I said, back on over here now to the SPY. We got to talk about game plans. I talked about this, and I want to start to put things a little bit into perspective on where the markets currently sit, okay? Because I talked about this a little bit earlier on in this live stream, and you have to recognize this. Even if you are bearish on the markets in the longer term, you have to recognize the shorter term technical setups, and you have to start to recognize when markets are oversold. Right now, from a technical standpoint, markets are oversold.
Yo, did we not call out Leo?
We did not call out Leo.
Oh, so then there's 10 laptops left.
All right. Leo.
My bad, dude.
Yeah, because that person asked if Leo signed up. And
Yeah. No, they did. That's my fault.
Yeah, I didn't know if it was on the stream or if it was.
Slacking.
No, that's all right. Yeah, I didn't know if it was on the stream or if it was maybe earlier in the day. But okay, so guys, you got to welcome Leo. Leo joined. So Leo joined here right on the live stream. So that is 10 laptops left. So guys, just welcome Leo. There's now just 10 of those laptops left. So everybody welcome Leo. Leo, welcome to the family. 10 of those laptops left, guys. Everybody welcome Leo. These laptops are going quick. Once you get under 10, guys, they're going to fly. I won't even wait for me to finish. I haven't even gotten into the educational part yet. I have so much that I want to talk to you guys about. I'm humbled by the excitement and the interest of joining the TTG platform to get yourselves prepared and get yourselves ready for what's about to happen here in these markets. But make sure that you guys, I would just open up a new web browser now and grab one of those laptops. Remember, as long as you see one of your checkout cart, that's how you know you're going to be getting one. Okay, so let's talk about this level here that the markets have been sitting on. Okay, and I mentioned this to you earlier, right? Like so much negative information has come out and has hit this market in just the last couple of weeks. And you still haven't gotten a rug pull. You still haven't gotten a rug pull. Laura M., take the chance. You won't regret it. Message there for Laura M. And I noticed, these are the things that I start to notice. If you said to me, right, let's go back to 3 weeks ago. We were in the middle of the September crash. Go back 3 weeks ago. If I said to you, the Bank of England is stopping their bond buying. They told pension funds you have 3 days to rebalance your portfolios, when the pension funds were asking for a month and a half. If you told me that happened, then you got a PPI print that was higher than expected. Then you got a Fed minutes that specifically said from the Fed, where the Fed members are all in agreement, the risk of doing too little is greater than the risk of doing too much. If you told me 3 weeks ago, those were the news headlines, I would have told you the Dow's down, and you asked me, what's the market doing with those 3 news headlines? Without me looking at a chart, if this was 3 weeks ago, I would have said the Dow's probably down 800 points. Today, nothing. Nothing. The markets did not move in the face of all of that news. Nathan E. joined, brother. Let's trade together tomorrow. Nathan E. Let's trade together tomorrow, brother. It's going to be a big day. It's going to be a big day. So as I look at this market and I look at this $3,600 level, bulls have drawn a line down 25% on the S&P. They are stepping in. They are buying this level. They are absorbing a lot of negative headlines. They're absorbing a lot of pessimism. There's nothing positive being said for weeks. Not one piece of positive data, but yet where the market has not given you the give up. It hasn't given you the rug pull. And as much as deep down I would prefer that the market did just give you the rug pull, so we can get the VIX to spike to 40. You can get the big drop to 340 on the S&P or 340 on the SPY. As much as I would rather just see that happen to kind of rip the Band-Aid off, I would actually also be adding more in my long-term portfolio if we did get to 340. As much as I would prefer that happens, it hasn't yet. If you get one single piece of positive data, and I'm not sitting here, do not confuse what I'm saying as me making a prediction that you're going to get positive data tomorrow. I am not making a prediction about what this news is going to be tomorrow. And anybody that tries to make a prediction, it's a fool's game. The best analysts on Wall Street have not been able to accurately predict what these numbers are. The last 4 or 5 CPI prints have not been what analyst expectations were. They've been wrong. Guys, you should all tell Ellen T, Nathan E, and Laura M. You should all tell them to join the TTG family. My TTG fam, Ellen, Nathan, and Laura. You guys should tell them all to join the TTG family. Another interesting fact. This is an interesting data point that just recently happened over the last couple of days. Okay? Over the last couple of days, you have had retail investors become net sellers. That's big. That's big. Retail investors have now become net sellers. Why is that important? Every single stock market crash starts and ends the exact same way. I'll tell you how they start. The best professionals sell first. The rest of the professionals sell second. Retail investors sell last. Let me tell you how they end. The best of the professionals buy first. The rest of the professionals buy second. Retail investors buy last. It is literally the exact opposite of what you are supposed to do if you ever want to make money in the stock market. You buy low, sell high. But exactly, Junior. When retail becomes net sellers, it's the bottom. Exactly. And over the last couple of days, Nathan, yes. All right, so Nathan says that they're gonna be joining. Nathan, I look forward to trading with you, brother. I do. I look forward to trading with you. So we'll be sure to call your name out. You will be getting one of those laptops. I think we have 10 of them left, Adam, if I'm not mistaken. So you will be getting one of those laptops if you do join, Nathan. So this all just happened over the last couple of days. Okay, so for the first time, retail has become net sellers. Retail have been buying the dip. Okay, retail have been buying the dip all year long. Big mistake. Now, if they were True Trading Group members, and even if they weren't a member, if you were just on my live streams, I've been telling you since last year, the market's going to crash this year. And I've been telling you since January, do not buy the dip. Do not buy the dip. Do not buy the dip. I said it in January. I said it in February. I said it in March. I said it in April. I said it in May. Do not buy the dip. Okay? But retail investors, that's all they did this year because that's all that worked last year. And you had tens of millions of retail investors that got involved in the market for the very first time in 2021. And all they did was just, buy the dip, buy the dip, buy the dip. And they got accustomed to that. They got trained to do that. And they've gotten their absolute heads taken off buying the dip this year. They are finally becoming net sellers. Now, when retail become net sellers, that is typically one of several indications that a market is bottoming. Because I assure you that the professionals were selling a very long time ago. The professionals have been positioned defensively for months. Professionals are in the highest level of cash that they've been in historically for years. There is so much cash from a professional standpoint sitting on the sidelines not invested. That means they're defensive. So professionals have been defensive for months. Just now, retail is a net seller. That's an important piece of data. Now, I'll add to that by telling you that there has not been a mass outflow of retail funds yet, which means there has not been a panic sell from retail yet. They've become net sellers, but they're not panic selling yet. Once you see retail net sellers and then panic sell, how do you know when they panic sell? You see a massive outflow, a surge of outflows from retail accounts. Right now, you haven't seen the massive panic outflow, but you have seen the net sellers. So as I look at all of these data points, retail has become a net seller. All of this negativity that's out there in the markets, you can't find one positive thing to say about the market right now. You've had multiple negative headline. But the market still has not cracked. I'm telling you this now. If you get a significantly lighter than expected CPI number, in my opinion, it's a blind long. It's a blind long. It's a blind long that takes this market probably back to 380 on the SPY. You probably get a 20 to 25 point move in a matter of 3 to 5 trading days, because nobody is positioned for a long. That's first and foremost. But secondly, if you got one piece of good news, which you haven't had one piece of good news in weeks, let's be real, right? Call a spade a spade. No piece of good news has materialized. But if it does, I think it's a blind long. I think it's a get SPY call options and take profits along the way, but you're probably good to hold it for at least 3 days, 4 days. You're going to get multiple days of upside, and one of which is probably going to be a greater than 2% move. You just need one of these data points to actually work in your favor. So as I look around and I start to analyze all of these things, that is where I think the markets are at right now for the very near term. I'm not telling you this is my outlook for the next 3 months or 6 months. I'm telling you for the very near term, you get a piece of good data tomorrow. And that's what I'm telling you. This is why tomorrow is so important. I don't want you guys to try to be doing this stuff on your own. Forget trying to predict the number, right? Forget trying to predict the number. You want to try to predict the number? Go play roulette. You want to go try to predict numbers? Go play roulette. Tell me how that goes to you. Tell me what your win rate is playing roulette. You want to become a successful trader? Then let's talk about how to react to the data that we can analyze, because we can't control what that number is going to be. Don't try to pretend like you can figure that out. But have a game plan based on, okay, if the number does this, what's the market going to do? I'm going to tell you exactly what that is right now. The expectation is 8.1. If the CPI headline print comes in with a 7 handle, meaning it's 7.9 or lower, I think it's a long. You've got to get long. I think the markets will react favorably to the upside. Okay, it's a long. It's a blind long. When I say blind long, I think it's just like you just get long something and just hold on to it for a day or two, maybe even 3 days. If it's 7.7 or 7.8, if it's like significantly lower than 8.1, which is the expectation, then it just becomes a blind long. And you probably get multiple days of follow through. If it's a 7.9, maybe you get 1 day where we get ourselves long. We play the long for 1 day, maybe 2. But if it's 7.8, 7.7, something like that, then I think you can play that long for probably about a week, if that's the case, right? So that's plan number 1. Plan number 2, what happens if the number comes in, let's say 8.3? The expectation is 8.1. Remember, it's 8.3 last month. If you come in at 8.3, then you probably get the trapdoor opens up on this market. The bulls will wave the white flag. That $3,600 level breaks, and you probably get 2 to 3 days of downside that take you down to the 340 level on the SPY, 3,400 down there on the S&P, somewhere in that region. You probably get about a 10 to 15 point move to the downside. It'll be momentum based. It'll be directional based. And I think at that point it probably just becomes a blind short, meaning just buy put options in anything that you want, whether it's Microsoft, Apple, Tesla, Snowflake, it could be anything, the SPY, the Qs, and just ride that move to the downside. That, in my opinion, is a blind short. If the number comes in at expectation, it's expected to be 8.1. If it comes in at 8.1, then the focal point will have to be on the core CPI number. The core CPI number, for those that don't know what that is, the core CPI number is the CPI number minus food and energy. Once you take away the food and energy effect on inflation, that's the core CPI number. That's the number that the Fed actually cares about a lot more, because the Fed knows nothing that they do will control food and energy prices. That has nothing to do with the Fed. All the Fed can try to control is everything else that's part of inflation. Housing, real estate, rent, the cost of services, auto sales, auto prices, healthcare, like a lot of these different things are factor into your inflation numbers. Those are the things that the Fed can control. That's your core CPI number. So the number comes in at 8.1 and it's expectations on the headline number. You look at the core number. If the core number is higher than expected, then you probably maintain the weakness in the market and you probably continue to the downside, but with not as much momentum. I don't necessarily think it's like a big trap door and a big spike to 40 on the VIX, but I think you will go lower. If that core CPI number comes in under the expectation, but the headline number is at expectation and the core number comes in light, you'll get upside, but not a blind long where you probably get 3, 4, 5 days and you get this 20-point rip to the upside. It'll be more of like a little bit of a relief bounce. Tradable. You can trade that. You can make a lot of money trading that. A 7, 8, 9-point move to the upside, not 20. Tradable, but not a blind long. These are my game plans based on the numbers that you're going to get tomorrow. I'm going to look at the jobs data that comes out, the initial jobless claims, the continuing jobless claims, as affirmation or confirmation on the thoughts that I just gave you. The Fed wants to see the labor market begin to soften. That's why the markets crashed on Friday of last week. On Friday of last week, the markets went down big because the employment market actually got tighter, got stronger. The unemployment rate went from 3.7, it went down to 3.5, 5-decade lows. You have to go back to 1969 to find a lower unemployment rate than you have right now. Yes, as crazy as everyone's talking about the whole world is ending, you have to go back to 1969 to have a lower unemployment rate than you have here today. The Fed does not want that because that forces wage inflation. We got to welcome Chris. Chris is the newest member of the group. We have now just 9 of those laptops left. 9 laptops left now. We got to welcome Chris. Chris is the newest member of the TTG family. Everybody welcome Chris. 9 laptops up. Guys, remember, you just have to go to ttgoffer.com, enter the coupon code TTG121, click apply code. The price will flash green. It'll drop to $1,100. Listen to me carefully. Tomorrow is the day. This is the last day for that $1,100 price point. Then we're going to start moving the price higher. The next 9 people will get themselves the free laptop. As long as you see one in your checkout cart, that's how you know you're getting one. You have any questions, just send a text, 786-505-4049. Okay? Welcome, Chris. Forgot what I was talking about. So back to the SPY. Okay. So these are my thoughts. This is what I'm going to be looking at. All right. This is how I plan on making money from this number from tomorrow. The jobs numbers that are coming out, the Fed wants to see those numbers get weaker. So if initial jobless claims, I don't know what the expectations are for the initial jobless claims. I have to check. But let's say, for example, expectations for initial jobless claims, let's say, are 218,000. I'm making up a number. I don't know if the number actually is. It's probably somewhere around there. Let's say it's 218,000. If that number comes in 215,000, not good. That would add selling pressure to the market. If that number comes in, let's say 232,000, That's good. So let's go over the combination of data points that would make me feel even more confident for the long or more confident for the short. CPI number comes in on a 7 handle. Jobs, initial jobless claims, 10 to 20,000 above the expectation. If you get those two combination of data points tomorrow, in my opinion, it's a long. I'm going to be looking for longs. I'll probably get into 2 or 3 different positions long, and I'll try to catch that move to the upside. To the flip side, if the CPI number comes in above 8.1, 8.2, 8.3, and the jobless claims, let's say the expectation is 218, let's say it comes in at 215, 213, not good. That's going to be probably blind short. You'll break the $3,600 finally. The bulls will finally wave the white flag. The trading action, the price action I would probably look for would be weakness early in the morning, a chop in the middle of the day, and then just a complete give up in the afternoon, where you just accelerate into the close and you just get a big red day down maybe 1.8% on the day, something like that would be the price action that I would be expecting. I'm giving you extremely detailed scenarios for tomorrow. These are my game plans. This is how I plan on positioning myself. This is how I plan on making money from tomorrow. Do you guys have a game plan that's as clear as mine? Do you have a game plan that you feel confident in, that you'll be able to capitalize and make money from this environment? Or are you just going to sit back and just hope and pray to the gods that the markets bounce tomorrow so you can see your 401k actually be green for once? How about you stop caring what your 401k looks like and start making money to the downside? And then you can take that money when the dust settles, as it always will, and it always does, and then reinvest that money back into your 401k at discounted prices. Why don't you start doing that instead? That's what members of True Trading Group have been doing in 2022. That's what we're going to continue to do for the last 3 months of the year. And what you're have happening right now, this is what it's all about. This is the moment. Tomorrow can be it. Tomorrow can be complete make or break for this market. Based on that combination of data points, I think it's either rug pull time or it's get ready to hold on and the bulls are going to start to take control and look for that significant move to the upside. But it's based on those data points. I'm not trying to predict it. I'm going to react to it. And that will give me an advantage. All right, guys. So there we have it. There's my game plan. I hope you guys found that helpful. All right. I hope you guys found that helpful. But nothing would make me happier than a big, fat, solid green day tomorrow. And then I'll come on here and be like, I fucking told you so. Right? So we'll see. We'll see what that data comes at. But now you know the plan. This number comes out at 8:30. These numbers, I should say, because there's a lot of different numbers come out at 8:30. The market's not even open yet. I'm going to be in chat with my members at 8:30. We're going to go over those numbers. And based on those numbers, I'm going to tell them, guys, I'm either long or I'm short. You may actually see me take positions pre-market tomorrow. Longs or shorts. Obviously, if you're trading stocks, you can't. I mean, if you're trading options, you won't be able to get yourself into positions. If you're trading futures, you'll be able to get yourself into positions. But I think if these combinations of data points, if I get them tomorrow, I'm confident in the direction where I might just get them off of the print. Like if I see, it's like, okay, here comes CPI, 7.8. That's it. I'm just going to buy stuff. My stops will be at today's lows. I'm just going to buy stuff and I'll probably hold them for the next couple of days. So you can trade futures, it's perfect. We've got a futures course in True Trading Group. If you guys are not familiar with futures, we'll teach you how to trade futures as well. If you're trading options, you won't be able to trade options until 9:30. Once the bell rings, you can trade options. But you might see me get into positions tomorrow pre-market, depending on the combination of data points that we get. So hold on to your butts. It's going to be a wild ride. It's been a wild ride all year. It's the best ride of my entire life. So we're going to keep that going. So I hope you guys found this helpful. Listen up, folks. If you are not interested in a membership of True Trading Group at all, you guys can sign up the live stream. I'm done talking about the educational stuff. Hope you guys found this helpful and useful. Make sure you subscribe to the channel and smash that like button. Turn on notifications before you go. I do this 6 days a week, so you never want to make sure that you miss out on the live streams, because if you do, you're missing out on some valuable information, free lessons, free analysis that can help you guys become better traders and therefore potentially help you guys make some money. All right. If you are interested in a membership, what I'm going to do here now is I'm actually going to show you the platform that is True Trading Group, so you guys can see exactly for yourself firsthand what your $1,100 is going to get you when you join TTG. Because like I said, we're like Netflix. You pay one price, you get access to all the things we have. There are no upsells for courses. There's no upsells for tools. They're all included when you guys join the family. So when you join, you're going to be getting access to our chat room, of course. The chat room is where the mods and I share our screen. We're live on the microphone. We're talking to you during the trading day, telling you what we're looking at, what we're seeing, what we're going to do, what we're buying, what we're selling. We give you guys all of that information. We share our screens with you. We're talking to you on the microphone. The market, the chat room opens up at 7:30 a.m. Eastern. It stays open until after the close. All day, every day, the stock market's open. We're with you for the whole day. We're not gone after just 2 hours, and you're left to just fend for yourself. Okay, we're with you there all day, every day. You also get to use our mobile app, which would let you be connected to the chat even if you're not in front of your computer. You can see the screen share. You can listen to the audio analysis. Best part, you get real-time push notifications whenever one of our mods enters or exits a trade. You're also going to get 2 private study group sessions with one of our pro traders. This is going to be your chance to ask questions and really speed up your learning curve. You're going to get the Benzinga Pro real-time newsfeed. That's a live up-to-the-second news alert service. That would cost you over $1,000 a year if you went to Benzinga directly. Don't do that. It's included with your $1,100 membership price. We've spent years building relationships with these companies so we can put their products on our platform at no additional cost to you. Your $1,100 will include this Benzinga newsfeed. You also get TradingView's premium charts. This charting software would cost you about $600 a year if you went to TradingView directly. It is included with your $1,100 membership price. You'll also get the Trade Ideas scanner. The Trade Ideas scanner is the industry standard. This will make sure you're always focused on the hottest stocks during the day. This will cost you a few $100 a year. It's included in your $1,100 membership price. You get a simulator from ETNA, so you can practice trading with fake money. This will cost you just under $1,000 if you go to ETNA directly. It's included with your TTG membership for $1,100. You get our own proprietary scanner that will allow you to actually create custom scans. You get dark pool data, unusual options activity, options flow, stuff that would cost you, again, several $100s a year, included with your $1,100 membership price. A trading journal that will track all of your trades, give you statistics. You can actually see your trading broken down by the numbers, so you can see what you're doing wrong and make improvements, make adjustments. A social sentiment scanner that'll go through Reddit, stock tweets, and Twitter, tell you what ticker symbols are being mentioned most, so you guys can help stay ahead of the crowd. Analyst ratings on any stock. You'll know exactly how many analysts have a buy, sell, or hold rating. Insider buying, insider selling, short data. It's all included when you guys join True Trading Group for just $1,100 for the entire year. There's no upsells for these things. Every day, the mods and I publish a watch list, the stocks we're looking at, game plans, and how we plan on trading it. And then, of course, all the courses. The courses are a simplified and expanded upon version of what I learned that I worked at the fund in New York. There's beginner courses, advanced courses, options, swing trading, trader psychology, crypto, futures. You name it, we've got it. It's all included. There are no VIP courses that are going to cost you more money after you guys join. Every single course is included when you guys join True Trading Group's yearly membership for just the $1,100. On top of the courses, there's a video library with about 300 hours of additional video content of workshops and webinars that we've conducted covering a variety of topics like how to trade while working a full-time job, how to resist FOMO, how to build a small account, etc. And you can actually attend these workshops live, though, once you become a full-time member. It's time you invested in something real, guys, something that can actually help you reach your goals. Now, listen, I won't and I can't guarantee that you're going to be successful just because you joined True Trading Group. But what I can guarantee is as long as you go through our courses, pass our quizzes, and attend the study group, if you don't make your $1,100 membership fee back at least once during your membership, I'll give you $2,200 back. That's the deal when you join True Trading Group. I don't think you're going to need that double your money back guarantee, but it's there for peace of mind. You just have to go to ttgoffer.com, enter the coupon code TTG121, click apply code. The price will drop to $1,100. As long as you see a laptop on your checkout cart, that's how you know you're getting one. There's only 9 of them left. You don't have to enter your address. You'll get a welcome email with instructions how to claim that free laptop once you guys become members of TTG. If you have any questions at all, send a text message to 786-505-4000. 49 right now. Don't call that number. It's a text message only phone number. The number's right there at the bottom of your screen. Thanks for joining me tonight, folks. I hope you guys found this helpful. Hope you feel better prepared for tomorrow. My TC fam, don't worry about it. You're going to be with me and the rest of the mods live inside a chat to break it all down for you when this number hits. And they'll go after it. We're going to attack what I think is going to be one of the most critical days of the entire year and one of the most critical pieces of data points of the entire year. My TC fam, I'll see you guys all in chat tomorrow morning. The rest of you, I don't know what you're still waiting for. I'd go to tgdoffer.com right now and make sure that you are in chat with us tomorrow morning. Thanks for tuning in, folks. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. Smash the like button. Turn on your notifications. Enjoy the rest of your night. Have a great evening. Get ready. Get rested. Tomorrow's going to be nuts. I'll see you guys in chat tomorrow. Take care.